Hello, hello. Welcome back to Blood Rush League main bracket round 2. We have Sauna versus Mercy with Metox playing Artist for Sauna here in Gashaven. I'm joined here by my lovely co-caster, Ghosty. Ghosty, how do you feel about this?
I'm excited, Mel. I'm enjoyed versing your artists with games, so I'll be interested to see how this artist player plays things and how they go about things.
Yeah,
And then early bird hit.
Yeah, I believe we have egg and hands. So we have spread the birds on contact with other survivors and 4 bird charges. Get our first chase here by 10, I believe, with Nancy. Ward on Nancy. Will we get an M1? It looks like we might get an M1 here. Very good M1. And we have Ruin is in play alongside Corrupt, Painrest, and Agi.
Yes, they're doing really good to try and dodge that bird hit or the bird tag there. Does
Main,
so.
The front door of main finally going down. That being closed makes it so that the window there is very strong.
I just almost call that a god window with the main door being closed.
Yeah. All right, we catch a survivor doing mid build gen, I think, between 6 and mid. It is Dwight. Scroily on Dwight. We got a bird down on the corner there. Dwight runs into Artist, unfortunately, but uses that movement speed to get some distance. Bird times out, so the power is up right away. Will we get a double tap here with birds? Maybe? A hit on Dwight, yeah. Will we get a second bird hit here?
Two power hits.
Zones Dwight into the bird and hits him. Very well played.
Good placement of birds.
Yeah, Medox showing us how to do that. Those really cool double taps with Artist. We have Agi here, so we 100% get the Scourge Hook. And the first gen of the trial pops by first hook. Bane Rest spent on Dwight. And we'll see who we're getting to chase with next. It looks like it's Renato. And
he's some really good bird hits as well.
4 birds. Unfortunately, Renato does clear it and dodge the birds. Just barely, because you can see the killer instinct there.
Unhook coming in on Dwight.
On Dwight, yeah. Will Scarly get away here? Oh, that's Ace over there. Ace went for the unhook.
Really wanted to play the main building here, being quite a strong loop for this map, especially early on with both pallets still up.
Yeah. Oh, good hit on Renato. Goes into a locker and comes out.
Ruin will be getting a lot of value here right now.
The Ruin is by 10.
And it looks like Ace does know where that is, so he's probably comes to the rest of the team where Ruin is now, so they will probably be trying to pressure that to get rid of Ruin, relieving some pressure for the team.
Yeah, Ruin is a very strong perk for Artists. Since you're
especially
able
with how easily they guard it.
Yeah, you could guard it with the birds, and you get when Ruin is up, when you force survivors off gens with birds, it causes regression, which is good. Lots of birds here. We get a hit. I believe those were 3 birds spent. So if Ace doesn't clear right away, he might get hit by a bird here. But if he does clear, I don't think Artist can hit another one. Gets auto-aimed into the rock. Very unfortunate. Zones Ace back towards the bird, but Ace paths really well to avoid getting hit there by the bird. The bird times out, giving Artist her power back immediately, pretty much. Oh,
good balance gone.
Yeah.
Very good patience.
Right, will we get a bird hit here? Oh my god, nice
good
flare out.
Dodge.
Yeah. Merc on Ace, showing us how it's done. Gen pops there. Nancy takes a hit with birds, but is working on clearing it now. Ace just leaves the loop when Artist places the birds. Very well played. Another gen pops. 2 gens left.
3 gens on the Ruin is very well done. I'm actually surprised that we've had so many gens popping with Ruin in play.
Yeah. And body blocks are being done here by Nancy. Ward on Nancy. Oh, a bird hit, but there were 2 birds shot there, so the window to hit Ace here would be quite small. But we could switch over to Nancy, now injured.
Was that a really safe pallet to play here by Shaq, though? And taking chase back to Shaq?
Yeah.
I believe the Shaq being dropped.
Puts a bird on Shaq pallet and window. How will Nancy play this? She's forced away. This is a very tough spot for her. She goes down, unfortunately.
Yeah. I don't think there was much more than Nancy could do there with both the window and the pallet being blocked by birds. All she could do was hope that a pre-fire happen and then take that window vault, but extremely good patience not to fire the burst and just take the M1. And straight into a pain res, so...
That is our second fresh hook of the game with 2 generators left. And our second pain rest. Ruin is still in play. It hasn't been dispelled. I think the survivors are just tanking it.
It does all that they've opted to just tank the Ruin, even though they probably do know where it is.
Yeah, we have spotted Renato mid. The pallet mid is still down. Oh, very unfortunate. But we still hit Renato there, but not with an injure.
Bit of a whiff there by Artist.
So Renato opts to take the M1 here to leave, which is a very smart play.
Definitely don't want to be caught by the garage.
Yeah, getting stuck there against Artist, especially once you're injured, it's very hard to get out. Very good bird hit there.
There's been some incredibly good bird shots here. Really taking advantage of the power and showing the usage and knowledge of the power. Oh, an attempt at a head-on.
By Nancy.
Renato opting to go back to what looks to be back into the garage.
Yeah.
4th gen has popped as well, so...
Ooh, and a very good bird hit there. And we have Agi here.
And I believe the final gen is almost completed as well, so we may get the last gen be popping if Painter can stop that.
Yeah, we did get Pain Res here. And Ruin kicks in.
It looks like Ace and possibly the Nancy were double stacking that, if not the Dwight.
Yeah. Ooh, okay, so Ace is in chase now. This will be our 4th fresh shot if Ace goes down here. And our 4th Pain Res if the gen is still not finished when Ace goes down. But I feel like that should have hit, I'll be honest.
I think that was a bit of a scam hit moment.
Alright, putting a bird down does remove Bloodlust, and it misses, unfortunate. Very close.
Really needing this chase to be short so that Pain Res can come in.
It's Ace now that Ace switched with Dwight, who is in chase now. Oh, playing this fake Tiana. Oh, Dwight's cornered here in the edge of the map. Will he run into the bird? Oh no, the hip cooldown was still too low. I think Dwight might make it out here with proper body blocking. Another head-on attempt.
I think I had another head-on attempt there. So does the connect.
Bird missed. Oh, that's very unfortunate. That's the game. GG. We have.
This looks like it's going to be a 4-out.
4-out.
Very strong game for the Survivor team here. The Gen Pops were really good, especially considering that they decided, you know what, Ruin sucks, but we're just going to tank it. We're just going to crank it out. So that was very impressive.
Yeah, there were some good bird hits too, but we'll see
how
it goes next game when Mercy plays Artist. Be right back. Hello and welcome back to Sauna vs Mercy, main bracket round 2 of Blood Rush League. We have Mercy playing the killer now, Artist on Gas Haven with Ward on Artist. Ward being a very, very, very strong player. So I'm very excited to see how this goes. Ghosty, how about you?
I'm very intrigued. I've heard very big things about Ward, being a very experienced player and also very long-term semi player. So I feel like the experience will hopefully show out here. So we'll have to see what they've learned throughout the years and if they can walk the talk as they walk the walk, you know?
Looks like we did spot a survivor here by Shaq. Will we get a hit? It is pretty rough here. There is not much resources at all.
No, we're going to give their first hit for free there, being zoned into a really dangerous spot with no resources available.
Yeah. And I believe that is Metox on Renato. Ruin is gone in the first 60 seconds of the match.
They were right on that. But a good bird hit, so this could potentially be a basement super early on if they decide not to use.
And I think that Force Hesitation is in play here, so it was Ruin, Corrupt, Force Hesitation, Pain Res.
Still have to know that Metox does have a Pain Res left on him for later on, but a basement hook this early in the game, as much as Ruin has been lost, I think that wasn't the worst trade.
Double bird hit on the Janet mid? Is that the Janet mid? I think it was. Or was it the Janet main?
I think that is the Janet mid. I mean, it's just to the left of it.
So it looks like Ward here is going to be covering the shack area while holding the gens with birds. The Janet mid does pop. And we're shooting a bird at 1, at 2, gen at 2. Gets a hit. It looks like Sath on Nia is doing the gen there. We get into chase with Alkali's on Jake, but the reward opts not to commit to the chase and instead stays around the basement, keep pressure on the survivor that's hooked, so they can't just get the unhook.
Making sure that Maddox definitely goes to second stage and deny any real freedom for getting unhook.
Yes.
Looking like he's in a double check. Wasn't a double check just to make sure that no one managed to sneak their way down.
Yeah, I've seen games where the survivors are very sneaky and manage to sneak down without scratch mark.
Yes, and Maddox will be going to second, but our second gen does pop as well,
Yeah.
so really well played by the team to get these gens done still, but I don't think Maddox will have much gameplay this time around.
Ooh, good bird hit there. That was one bird, so we should be able to get another bird hit here, maybe another injure. They don't get the injure, unfortunately.
Looks like we'll be going back towards the shack to secure that basement death.
Yeah. However, if Maddox does die here... Oh, no, they get let go? I was gonna say, if Maddox died there, they won't get the pain rest off that. I think they might be in trouble. Is that a 2-tap I see coming? It is.
It's a very clean 2-tap. Force
Look how
hesitation
slow
coming in.
is running. Oh, that hinder is nasty. A gen pops, though, and that is the 3rd gen of the trial. So we're down to 2 gens left.
Really good bird placement, though, by Ward to make it so that it was just a guaranteed 2-tap, considering that Shack Pallet was still up, so it was potential for Maddox to be able to make it to that Shack Pallet to escape, but
the cooldown
just
from
a
coming
great
out of bird.
cleanup.
Yeah, it's very quick. Maddox, unfortunately, is now has been sacrificed, and they are going to have to play a 3v1 at 2 gens in with 1 fresh hook, 1 fresh hook and 3 hook states. If they get 1 more hook state here, I believe that that is a win for Mercy.
Also, with Ruin being down so early, it's been pretty rough for Ward to be able to really guard these gens while securing Maddox in the basement.
I feel like Ruin is always like that. It's always hit or miss, whether it's like there the whole game or it's gone in the first minute.
Yeah, and if it's gone super early, it's just such a rough feeling since you are down a perk super early on, so you're down to 3 perks, and Artist, in my opinion, does kind of need Ruin up to really be able to play for her strengths with guarding hooks while also keeping survivors at bay with gens.
Yeah. So I think to note also that the main building door is still closed. We might see them open it here.
But at the same time, with garage door being open, it's not like it's as safe of a loop anymore, since usually you don't want it to be closed with the garage door also being closed.
Yeah, the killer can just loop around the garage door.
Yes.
Okay.
Ward also may feel confident with it as well. He may think that he's able to outplay the main building with the door still being closed.
Fair enough. Okay, we're just guarding our gens right now. It looks like there's a gen at 3, a gen at 6, a gen at Shack, and a gen at 9. Oh, there's noise notification. Is that a gen at 10? I'm not sure. I think that is a gen at 10. My bad. Let's see if they find a survivor. So we haven't seen any survivors for a while. Just that noise notification. We hear the gen, though, is in progress. We see a survivor now. Ooh, let's see what it is. Got a... Oh, no bird hit. Very good dodge from the survivor. It is, I think, Nia. It's Nia. Oh, unfortunately, very good placement by Ward there. Making sure that the bird will injure all the way up until the wall.
Into a 2-tap along the edge map.
Yeah, very strong. Sath was kind of trapped there. Will we get... looks like we're opting for a regular hook, but this one is deep between 8 and 7 here. So the survivors will have to, like, go for it. If they want that unhook. Go quite deep in. Away from, like, the gens and off to the corner of the map. Well, at least away from the gen at 10 and the gen at 6. Which they are progressing. Very good bird lined up there to check both 6 and 3. It looks like we have Alkali on one of the gens there. I believe it's the one at 3.
does have a pretty good 3-gen by Shaq, though.
Yeah. Artist is pretty good at holding those 3 gens too. And you have the Survivor hooked in their gen cluster. It's something you like a lot.
Does feel like a really good position for Ward to be in if one more gen does get popped, if it isn't gen on the right or by the left side.
Yep. How? Oh, there's an unhook that went through. Very good.
Very
Stealth
sneaky on hook.
from Bill. We didn't. Looks like Ward didn't see them. We didn't see them either, from Ward's perspective. Oh, agenda swaps. So there's 1 gen left.
And it looks like we are in that 3-gen situation now.
All right, let's see how this plays out. Oh, good
dodge.
Very good footwork by Bill there to like stop right as the bird is about to.
Bill coming the experience in his old age.
Wilson showing us how it's done. All right, will we get a bird hit here? No, we don't, unfortunately.
Yeah, just has to try and make the most of things with this next chase, draw it out for as long as possible. Does have limited resources, I believe, as well. So I can't remember if the pallet in this jungle has been used. No, it hasn't. So this has a pallet.
But
optics go down.
Yeah, I mean, if she drops the pallet there, she's still. They were like trying to go for a pallet save. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, with Jake being nearby, it looks like they were trying to set up for a pallet save there.
However, forced hesitation value.
Does try a bit of a crash tech to dodge the birds, but that just allows Ward to walk up and give him a lovely smack.
I'm pretty sure you cannot crouch the birds unless it goes up a slight incline.
If aimed slightly out of position, though, it could also potentially miss. I think Ward's a bit cautious that...
Someone is looking for an unhook. That's not unhook, looking for a pallet save, sorry.
Yeah, if Milson is lurking around to try and get the pallet save on now, which could turn things back around.
Gets a pick? No, instead opts to pick Jake. Alkalize Jake. So we're back to 2 injured survivors and a survivor on hook. The survivor
if I can get a reset would be really good for the team here. Make it if it does go down to the 2v1, it's a bit more of a comfortable situation.
Yeah.
Also, the unhook on Nia will be close to impossible without severe casualties if they don't get a reset in.
Oh yeah, someone is gonna get slugged if they try to unhook Neo with Artist there. If they're injured.
Also, they could just straight up opt just to straight up crank the last gen though, making the win condition mean if it comes to a full at 0.
Well, we already met the win condition. I'm pretty sure it was 3 hooks, three hooks.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
We're at 5 hook stages now. However, we are only at 2 fresh hooks, but I don't think that matters when.
No, I believe it's generators.
Stages. Yeah. Looks like Jake is gonna go down here in the corner.
That does allow from there to get unhooked.
Yep, and that'll be our 6th hook stage and 3rd fresh hook. Wait, I think so. I think it is. Yeah, it is. And Painrest. All right.
Ward's doing such a good job holding this 3-gen as hard as they are.
Very well played.
As much as that hook on Jake is a bit far from the 3-gen, it does mean that the team does need to really leave the 3-gen zone so that artists can go around, kick the gens, regress them down.
Opts to keep that pallet up there by Carpile. Will we get... Is this Nia? I think it's Nia.
It is Nia.
Will she play this Carpile? Is there a resource here? There doesn't look like there's any resources here except for that pallet, that filler pallet there. But Nia unfortunately does not make it.
I don't think a pallet normally spawns on the car pile on this map. I could be wrong by that. It could be unlucky RNG, but that will be it for Nia.
Yeah. Now down to a 1v2. Both survivors injured, and we have one of the survivors spotted with a bird. However, Ward opts to shoot a bird at the gen at 9. Do they suspect someone is there?
We might have a cheeky 2-tap. No, just opting for that single bird. Jake being found here. Alkali will be out of second last chase.
Oh. Gets aura reading Billy from one of their add-ons. And just go down to second bird. Very well played.
I'm actually surprised that Alkali copped a swarm of the birds there, since it looks like the birds are very much on the outside of the window, so I didn't think that you'd be able to cop the swarm from that far.
Yeah, you can if you stick, like, if you hug the front of the window, like when War did there. It will stick out slightly.
Lack of hitbox knowledge of birds.
Very well played there, because touching a bird to dispel it puts a swarm on you, and it doesn't put Artist's power on cooldown, so she still had 2 hook stages.
And it looks like she's found Bill. Gives a nod on that, and that will be it. Was winning combat being met, but 4K at 1.
Very well played by Bard's Artist. And that will be Mercy taking the first set of the match. And
Also a very big fan of the Artist outfit.
Yeah. We'll see you guys in a bit for our next game. Hello, hello. Welcome back to our second set of Blood Rush League Blood Rush League main bracket round 2. We have Mercy playing Killer, and it is Freddy. And we have Ward once again returning to show us how to play Freddy. And I'm joined here by Ghosty, and a head-on just happens. Ghosty, what do you think so far?
With a very juicy early head-on there, that was a very good start by the team, but we'll have to see what Freddles can come up with, the OG Freddy of the DVD game. So you don't see Freddy that often, but it'll be interesting to see how he's played in a more competitive setting, since normally you would only see Freddy played in the more casual player base. And this is the updated Freddy, so
I believe Freddy is a lot stronger since they updated him for sure.
Oh, I agree.
Tools at his disposal.
Some, honestly, I believe, say he's actually still a bit overtuned. Like, I've heard some mixed reviews of, no, Freddy should not have access to both of his powers, and the change to his snares was quite a buff for Freddy.
Yeah, for sure. The fact that it's a projectile now, and that you could shoot at the survivors rather than having to count on the survivor to run into it. We do have a teleport here, and an immediate chase with Renato.
Good hit, even though the pallet sun comes through. The interstate still happening is very good.
Yeah, Mitox on Renato, I believe. And
a very teleport. Strong hit and run with Sloppy. I'm noticing as well, it's good to see that Ward doesn't want to take the chance of Ruin means hit super early on, so has brought Undying alongside of it to make sure that Ruin stays up for as long as possible.
Oh, we have a pallet explosion? It almost hits. We also have Sloppy Butcher and Pain Raz.
Would also probably explain some of those aggressive teleports to gens with Sloppy. Very good patience there to outplay that pallet.
However, the pallet is loose now.
Another good hit with the snare. These snare shots have been really good.
Yep. And with Ace being asleep, they'll be popping that hinder quite a bit.
And that hinder is very strong as well. People think it's like, oh, it's not too bad, but it can be very painful to get hit by it.
I mean, it's like
look at this distance being gained from the hindered.
Yeah, it's like Clown's Bottle. Oh, very good. Balance
the reaction time by Ace was incredible there.
Oh, Firecracker?
Firecracker coming through, but pretty opposite to go, nope, I'm just going to head off to the main garage. I'm out of here.
Now in chase with Jake.
Playing the pallet dance. Very good patience. This is incredible.
It is a very good hit on Jake, Tom's Jake here. Oh, and they're asleep from that hit, and so they are cleared from the projectile.
The team's doing really good at playing the pallet dance with each pallet, not just opting to throw them straight away.
Very good hit. Renato in chase again.
Ace does look like they've been reset, so we're back to 2 survivors currently injured, so Sloppy will have to put them down.
Oh!
The Freddy snare plays.
So another thing to note is that when Freddy is pulling up his power there, he has no collision.
That is actually something I didn't even know was a thing, so that was a bit of a learning curve for me. That's actually really good to know.
That was almost a hit. I think if there was no pallet there, that didn't force the immediate swing. I think they would have hit that.
Slug.
Yeah. Getting some pressure here. However, Jake is still awake and Nia cannot be put to sleep for a bit. Ace, however, is EP and takes an M1 there.
And with it looks to be most of the survivors injured, except for I believe the Nia. There won't be many more hit takes coming through. But
No, I think
I
Nia's
heard
injured. No, Nia's
footsteps,
injured. I
so...
think they're all injured.
So no more hit takes of the team, but I did hear potentially some footsteps, unless that's just the dream world giving some funny footstep sounds.
Perhaps. I'm not sure. However, I think the note is it is very scary to heal while you're asleep. So you will get like this. Killer Instinct.
Killer Instinct, and Freddy now
Freddy
being
can
able to teleport
Yeah.
to resets.
Yeah, so you really need to make sure you're awake when you reset.
Definitely something I don't think they needed to give to Freddy. Being able to teleport to Generator was already quite strong, but being able to teleport to healing as well seems a bit like, Devs, what are we doing here?
Maybe. It is strong. It is strong. But
well, obviously there is.
You could play around it. Like, Jake fell asleep there while they were healing, which is very unfortunate. But you can see if you're about to fall asleep, so... Oh, they go for an unhook here?
Very well played by Ward to know about the reset, like the soul coming as well, to try and...
Ward's nightmare is scary.
A nightmare.
A nightmare to play against, for sure. I think we might get another down here.
Opting a pallet and a shack?
Yeah. A dream pallet? Maybe we could get someone there later? Oh! So we could see the Killer Instinct because they're picking up the slugs while asleep. Oh,
good fake.
Yeah. Oh, and we break the pallet. I think Renato does go down here. There's just no more resources in the side of the map.
He's at least going to drag Ward right to the corner of the map so that the rest of the team can hopefully get the pickups and get out of the basement and get away from that very dangerous spot. Nia being picked up now, so they can now get out of the basement.
Yeah, I think it was Ace who picked Nia up because we did not get Killer Instinct.
Very good range for the pallets as well. It's incredible how far away Freddy can actually just place down those pallets.
Yeah, that noise notification was from a survivor slamming the pallet down to get rid of it.
Very optimal play, not giving Freddy the advantage of having to play a 50-50 if you're asleep in the explosive pallet.
The exploding pallet in shack is scary. We're teleporting? Oh, we cancelled the teleport. It was a fake.
With Ruin being up though,
Ruin is still up.
Fake teleports are very smart.
Yeah, we have 4 gens left still.
And with Frey not being like, as much as obviously the rework has made him quite a strong killer, he's still not very high up on the tier list. So what is really showing that, yes, he may not be very high on the tier list, but with these changes, still very strong. But what in the Renato? That was the most surprising sort of jump scare ever.
Renato jump scare. Man, fuck, that scared me.
Did not expect it's the flying Renato like, I'm here, welcome to DBD.
Well, Renato go down here. Oh my god, that was a hit.
Oh, I don't think that Renato should have gotten the hit for that. I think that should have been a pallet on there, but I mean, what play more?
If I was Renato. But I think that is Renato being sacrificed 3 gens in.
Really well done for the team to get 2 gens on though, since Ward has been giving us a really nightmarish display at the moment while holding all these gens. Keeping chases relatively short, really opts into playing Sloppy Butcher, which has been a treat to see.
Yeah. The survivors are also doing a really good job recovering from a position with like 2 slugs and almost a 3rd slug.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And they have 3 pain rest charges still left.
So it's still not quite over yet.
Yeah. 3 gens, 1v3, 3 pain rest. Ruin, Undying goes down.
Undying goes down. The thoughts of, Ward being very smart, bringing in Undying just as that little security ticket to make sure that Ruin wasn't deleted straight away.
Oh. Explosive pallet? Does another pallet?
Very good zoning though with the explosive pallet.
Yeah, Nia couldn't loop around the short side here, so she was just forced to drop that. The fact that it has no cooldown is really, really strong.
Yeah, I feel like it could probably have a bit more of a longer cooldown.
So that
been able to just spam them.
Yeah, Force is a locker pull here, so if a ward wanted to slug, they'd have to waste time dropping. Oh,
We have a reset coming in.
Are they able to get the teleport? I think they do.
They do, and it also looks like they got denied from the reset, so Sloppy will get rid of all of that recovery on the reset.
I think the main killer instinct there was rather than a reset, the pickup of the slug.
Oh, I might have misseen the slug.
Yeah. Oh. Get a hit here thanks to that hinder. Let's reach. Jake dodges to the left.
I think that might have just been out of range.
Zones Jake there with a pallet.
Does not want to give Jake the main building.
Ooh.
Dream pallet detonating, but the M1 still comes through.
Yeah. Very well played with the Dream pallet.
Slugging Jake there to try and find the Nia.
Fakes
Looks
the
to be
teleport.
towards next target.
Fakes it. Yeah, they fake the teleport and Shack here.
I believe I also heard Nia just off to the right, so I think one might be checking to see if anyone else is still in the jungle gym, but also may have noticed.
Oh, dodges the head on maybe.
Very dangerous situation for Nia to be in now, with 2 slowed and injured.
She's about to go asleep, fall asleep. She is now asleep. We'll get killer
definitely
instinct.
not what she wants to be in.
Jake picked themselves. Did Jake pick themselves up, or was it Nia?
Right before she fell asleep. I think that was a self pickup because I'm not hearing Nia's grunts of pain.
Ooh, very good mind game there.
Yeah, I think that might have been unbreakable.
Unbreakable. But that was a good red stain there to avoid getting pallets done with the lunge.
Showing Ward has his M1 fundamentals very much down packed, knowing how to hide his red stain and get those hits.
Yeah. All right, this might be a triple slug coming. Teleporting.
Very good position for Ward to be in. If he can end the game here with 4K at 3, definitely a doable win condition for his team.
Opts to pick up Jake here. So we'll get another hook stage and also put Nia on the clock. Oh, but Nia manages to get the pickup on Ace.
Will not be having a TP to the reset.
No, Nia woke up. She currently is.
Yes.
Clock. Well, oh, you're Nia.
Good dodge on the snare. Is this another potential head-on play? No. Because I can't remember. Do we know if it was? I think it was Ace that had head-on. Actually, wasn't it?
I'm not sure. It was at the very start of the game.
I think it was Ace. I believe when head-on play at the start happened, Ace was the one that appeared. So I believe Ace is our head-on gamer.
Fair. And we did see Ace try the head-on earlier, where he actually burst out of the locker. So yeah, I'm sorry for not remembering, because I mean, I
was the same. I couldn't remember exactly who was that on.
And that's
good snare to end the game there.
The snare forcing the scream to make it so that they can't do the pull. Very well played by Ward here.
Securing that 4K3.
Yeah, 4K3, showing us how to play Freddy.
Definitely not the results you would normally expect to see from Freddy, but great performance.
All right, we'll see how Sauna's team does on Freddy. We'll be back in a bit. Hello, welcome back to our second Freddy game of set 2 for Sauna versus Mercy. We have Anon on Freddy, who is quite a popular EU Twitch streamer, and let's see how well they do. They have to meet the condition of 4K. Was it 4K3? Yeah. And we have our first chase happening here with. Oh, and I'm joined by Ghosty here. Sorry, Ghosty.
You're okay now.
I was so focused on what was happening.
It looks like our first chase came very early, so that is not an issue.
We're in chase with Renato, who is currently asleep already. Gets the slow.
Another good patience with these pallets.
Yeah. You got a teleport?
Looks like Anon is opting, no, I'm not going to stick with this chase. I'm just going to head out, go suss up what the other team members are doing.
Yeah, Oregon chase. It'll be a very interesting chase, I think.
And it sounded like we had a double survivor going to sleep in the background.
Yeah. Sable and Ace do manage to... We've got to find an alarm clock to wake up here, so... They're also sleep immune for the next few seconds. I think around a minute. Ooh.
I am hoping for you, Mal, that the Sable does have a pretty good run, because I know that you're a bit of a lover of Sable.
I do have a giant soft spot for them, so let's see how they do.
Ward playing this palette really well.
Oh, they finally get hit there because of the... I think because of the hinder, maybe. But
I think the hinder was the cost for Ward there, but still really good 50-50 playing there.
Barely short of dodging that M1. Let's see. Anon teleports, gets Killer Instinct, and we do spot a survivor here. And it is Sable. Sable is in chase. She is asleep. She drops the pallet. She falls in. Very good mind game from Freddy here to get the injure.
Anon also really playing well into the Sloppy Butcher as well, with the hit and run sort of playstyles.
Getting multiple survivors injured while pressuring the gens.
Trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Yep. Oh? Renato holding that check spot, but is currently asleep. But they make the window vault and a first gen pops. Very well played.
It looks like Sauna's come out to play hard and fast. They're not going to make things easy. Pallet being tried to... And a chem trap being put down!
Oh! And the chem trap is popped. 50%
And on mid, like, I don't mind being slowed. I'm just in a TP. Get through the duration of the slow.
Very smart using the TP there. I think Sable is in a bit of a pickle here.
Good grade though, since that would have been a guaranteed hit if she vaulted.
Oh, very, very good. Vaults the window.
Good passing, but there is a Dream Pallet there. Very dangerous spot to be in for Sable. Forcing his head to vault to just try and get out of there.
Oh, Sable. It looks like Sable will be our first...
I do think to myself, like...
Sable will be our first hit for this game.
It does make me think, would Sable have been worse just pre-dropping the Dream Pallet there to just free up that loop a bit more, since with the Dream Pallet being down, it was pretty much a death's corridor for her.
Yeah, it was so good.
Oh, Ward has played in these pallets so well.
Yeah, Ward is a bit of a juicer, I think.
Definitely cooking with gas at the moment.
Oh!
Short swing into a reverse pallet stun.
How did the short swing miss? Oh my god. They pull Sable from the hook, so Sable is getting healed.
Ward now taking chase back into this back section of the map with a very safe pallet by the bin.
We have 3 gens left, so I think we have met our tie condition. And
2 gen.
That is our win condition.
And the 4th gen, Sauna really cooking with gas here. They did not want to give Anon, our Anon Freddy any mercy.
The Mercy's team is doing real well. Good grief, that gen pressure.
Also, yeah, I'm mistaken which team was on Survivor at this point. Oh, the window vault and Shack. Renato farming a little bit of aura, standing by the window, like, yeah, I just made that window vault.
They catch a reset here, I think.
Multiple killer instincts coming through.
Multiple survivors, yeah. Sloppy Butcher coming into play here, making sure that it will take a while, and it will also mean that it resets progress. All survivors except for Renato are now asleep. Oh.
Ward being put back into chase again.
Yeah. They finally, they decide to kick this pallet and kind of zone Ward towards the outside. Sable coming in to potentially take a body block for Ward. Yeah.
Is, yes.
Sable coming into body block. Very good. Very well played by the Sable. And drops the
Great
pallet to gain distance.
And with the pallet by the truck and that little filler jungle gym, very good resources there.
Yeah. A thing to note is that both Ward and Raffi, Nancy and Sable are both asleep. So if they want to reset together, they need to wake up. They can wake each other up, but that does take a while. Ideally, they find a clock, which also gives them immunity from falling asleep.
They could also opt just to reset one, I believe, if they wake up one of them.
Yeah, Nancy does. Nancy gets a clock and wakes Sable up, I believe, and so now they should be resetting. Ace takes a hit here and falls asleep. That M1 putting survivors to sleep if they don't have the immunity from the clock. Teleport to a gen and a kick. Setting up those eruptions. I think we have multiple gens hit with eruption right now.
And I believe that this teleport back to the gem would be pretty close to where the reset would be happening, but I expect to see Ward be reset very shortly with the time being spent.
It's taking a while. Oh, and I think they catch the...
They
Ward is
do,
still
so
injured.
Ward stays injured.
Sloppy butcher value right there.
Very underrated perk, but the pallet is gone from that jungle gym, but Ward does have to fill up that truck, and a good pallet stun again.
Ward has fallen asleep now, so the snares will be giving them very strong hinder. I think because of the snare, they don't make it here.
No, they
Ward goes down.
don't.
Eruption procs on 2 of the 3 gens. We see Sable lurking. Potentially going for a save. It stops the slug and instead teleport to Renato on the generator. He sees
Oh, good hit with the medium vault thanks to the hinder.
Yeah. And the eruption aura reading there coming into play, letting them see where they should teleport to there. I think Sable would attempt to pick up Ward here.
I would not be surprised if she was right onto that pickup on Ward.
You can see here the killer instinct. She is picking Ward up right now.
Ward has been picked up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, snare on Renato.
Revolts into that back section. Whoa!
Unfortunate. The red stain, hiding the red stain there so that Renato ran into Freddy there was very smart.
The same mean as well, though, if Renato was asleep, he wouldn't have red stain on Freddy anymore due to...
It's not undetectable, it's oblivious, I'm pretty sure.
Is it? I thought it was.
Yeah,
no,
oblivious.
redstone.
No, there should still be a red stain. I might be wrong, though. I'm fairly certain it's oblivious, not undetectable.
We'll have to run a 1v1 after this, Mel, and test it out, huh?
Maybe, I don't know.
You can play Freddy if you like.
Okay. Looks like Sable gets into chase here and eats an M1. Very, very good hit and run by Anon. However, this is a very tough position to be in with 1 gen left and a 3 gen and a 1v4. And the gens are not super clustered together. They're decently spread.
Definitely probably wanted to try and get one of the survivors out for this situation, since you never want to be left in a 3-gen situation 1v4.
Yep.
Thank God that the anti-tunnel and slug changes, even though they have been delayed, will not be affecting comp, since we have that lovely option of being able to be like, no, we're okay. We want to play the game how it currently is.
I find the hiding the unhook notification in the upcoming changes very disorienting.
Yeah, but I do notice that there are some perks that can counter it, like Floods of Rage, for example, will give the aura when the unhooks happen, so there is still, in a way, some counterplay with perk usage to that change, thankfully.
But you have to commit a brick to it, which is rough.
It is a bit rough.
Not planning to use it.
But I do feel like Floods of Rage being a pretty decent scourge up, not bad.
Let's see how Ace does this chase. Ace in a chase. Gets hindered here. There is a Dream Pallet, so Ace does not want to go to Dream Pallet. The hinder really making sure that they get that M1 there. Shack Pallet still up. If it wasn't for that hinder, Ace makes the Shack Pallet 100% there. Sable is around also to support. Sable takes an M1 for Ace to get distance for both of them. And Freddy teleports off to a generator to interrupt the gen progress. It is Renato on the gen, also asleep. All 4 survivors are asleep here. Oh, very good M1 there. That was an amazing lunge.
Especially not to get caught up on the side of the fun bus as well.
Yeah. Teleport mid to catch the generator here. They are putting eruption on the gens now. The other gen was not kicked as they went into chase immediately with Renato.
And I think that does mean that we have at least 2 gens with fairly high progress now.
Yeah, the survivors are doing a really good job at spreading the gen progress and pressuring multiple gens. Oh, we have a teleport here to this gen? By Shack. It's quite away from the 3 gen. Perhaps they think survivors are resetting here? We'll be fine anyway. We do very good game sense. They catch Renato here, and they down him. That Oblivious coming into play.
Propping.
Oh wait, no, never mind. They weren't Oblivious. I'm silly. They were awake. And we're hooking Renato here for their Renato's second hook. Potential tunnel out target now. Goes to a gen. Eruption was still on cooldown, so it's not applied there. The gen is beginning to hit the regression, like halfway through the regression count of 8. I think it's around 4.
I believe so.
Oh, we spot Survivor here.
Ward being found again. Does have a proper pallet though to play in the jungle gym.
They have just fallen asleep. Quite unfortunate to fall asleep right as the chase happens. Ooh, runs
And
into
runs
Freddy.
face first into Anon.
Yeah. All right, let's see if Ward is able to use this hit to gain distance and maybe make it to another loop.
Dream
There
pallet being
is a Dream
placed down.
There's a
But
regular
does still
pallet
have a
here.
real pallet.
Oh, unfortunate.
I don't think that Ward had enough distance there to make
Yeah,
to
to
actually vault that pallet, so they would have had to have greeted and wrapped around if they decided to wrap around that corner.
Ward going for a hook now. What was not a pain res though, so Ward's still pain resable, and that's the third fresh hook for Sauna.
So it looks like that back in main gen was their most highly progressed gen.
Yeah.
Since I don't believe main was worked on at all at the moment,
Yeah.
so yeah, it's completely dead.
Ward gets unhooked right here. Sable wakes up. It's important to note, Sable was woken up by another survivor here. So I believe Sable is the one that rescued Ward. Because if Sable took a clock, she would have the immunity countdown instead of the falling asleep again. Ooh, will the Dream Pallet hit? No, it does not. Though Renato was awake there, so I don't think the Dream Pallet would damage him.
No, I believe you have to be asleep for the Dream Pallet to injure.
Yeah, the clock immunity. Oh!
And a stun with the Dream Pallet!
Very well played.
Bit of a feels bad for a Freddy to be stunned by their own pallet.
Oh, Ace here. So Chase switches over to Ace. Ace will keep the M1 here, using the hit to gain distance. However, once again, Hemorrhage and Mangle. We're teleporting. Ward takes
Good
a hit
hit
here.
take on Ward.
Oh, Ward is in trouble here. I think there's not any tools.
Playing the edge map terrain.
Oh! Unfortunate. And that's a down and Eruption. I think... Is Ward on their second hook? I think they were,
This is second hook for Ward, as the first hook was a fresh hook on Ward.
Oh, okay, my bad. Yeah. This will be Ward's
Yeah, no,
second
you're
hook.
right.
So Ward is also a potential tunnel out. Still a 1v4 situation. We have 5 hooks in play, I think. Yeah.
And I'm playing this still really good though, considering
Holding
that
this
it's been this long with 4 people up on a 3-gen situation, and I feel that most of the gens that had pretty decent progress have actually regressed to pretty low now, and there is still, I believe, yeah, there is a pain rest token still up as well, so...
On, yeah. On, I think,
And I think
Ace.
that's Ace, yeah, because I believe Ace was hooked on a fresh hook, if not, is still waiting to be fresh
No,
hook.
I don't think Ace has been hooked yet, because Renato's on death hook, if I recall correctly.
I was thinking that, yeah, I wasn't sure, but I think you're right that Renato is our other death hook alongside Ward.
Yeah, Sable is on 1, Ward is on 1, sorry, 2, and either Renato or Ace is on 2, but I'm pretty sure it's Renato.
Yeah.
We have a gen in progress here. I think it sounds like about 50%. We see Scratch Mark.
It does look to be at 50.
A kick here puts Eruption on the gen. Around 4 regression events, I think, have been applied to that gen since the entity's claws are coming up. Ooh, Ace is asleep here. They get a hit. Playing this Z wall, not a very safe tile to play, but you have to make do.
Some magic can be made at Z walls.
Yeah, like that.
Oh, just like that, yes.
Very good. But however, there is no connecting pallet or anything that they can make.
Yeah.
So they do take the second M1. We see a teleport come out. Sable vaults and is put asleep with the thing. Oh, Sable eats the M1 there. Will they commit to a chase here? They do.
And it looks like Anon does have at least 2 injuries, so the resets on Ace, and if Sable does escape the chase, will be pretty slow, but...
Just short, unfortunate.
Sable will go down at the fun bus. Anon
we're
opting
going for
to
a
teleport to
stun.
the gen.
I think they're feeling that if they take the time to hook a survivor here, a gen will finish. They're definitely feeling the gen pressure here.
Double Dream Pallet being set up around this generator.
Looks like the scratch marks are leading towards the edge of the map.
And it looks like that generator is max regression.
Yeah. Ooh, we see 2 survivors here. A Dream Pallet used. It's Ward and Ace. Yeah. Nancy and Ace.
Ward might opt to actually take a down phase here, because if he can deny that pain res on Ace, that could secure the final gen, even with Ward dying.
Yeah, though you ideally want to stay in a 1v4 for as long as possible. The final gen does.
It doesn't need it. It goes. That hit take was all that was needed to get that last gen done.
Yep. Merch, doing a very good job at playing this car. Ooh.
Dodges the Dream Palette explosion, and does have Shaq still.
Yeah, Survivors did a very good job at utilizing their resources very efficiently. So Shaq was still up for this chase. Oh, we have Nancy here, probably coming in to hit things.
So does Anon take the final death on Nancy? No, it looks like they want to try and secure that fresh on Ace.
Ooh, Sable
another down on Sable.
They're trying to pick up. We have a fake teleport.
I think Anon's looking still for the Ace.
Looking
Fine for Nato.
A0 maybe?
Possibly. Hinder coming through from Snare, Renato to take that hit.
A thing to note is that because they're slugged, Ace is asleep. Every single time Ace attempts a pickup, they'll get woken up by the killer. They'll get notified by Killer Instinct.
Nancy was picked up though.
Yeah, Nancy probably 99 to recover. There is a pallet here that they could play. They pick Sable up. They got the teleport perhaps? No, they're opening the gate. The gate is probably at like 95 to 99% there.
Incredible recovery as well.
Yeah, the Survivors are playing a really strong game here. But Anon's not letting up. Will we see it down here on Renato, who's been slowed? Yes, he could not fast fault because of that dream snare. Sable is in chase now. Doesn't vault the window.
Fake at the window, very well played, but no pallet, so Sable will be going down. Anon deciding to pick.
Sable going on the hook.
Sorry to say now, but Sable does not make it out of this trial. Oh no, that's Sonic first. She might still make it. Ward, very good fast fault on the Shack window.
Ward is showing us how it's done.
But this will be a medium vault if they decide to take it.
Oh! Red Ward's blocked it! Oh no! I think Ward is dead here.
But this would mean that the team can pull Sable unless Anon decides this to drop by the hook.
Oh no, they're resetting. Wait,
it is a good time to do it because
does Ward wiggle free here?
I don't think it's enough time.
No, just short.
But Ace did get reset, I believe, so Ace can get Sable here comfortably, and it looks like they do. Ace coming in for a body block. Sable does look like she escapes this with a 3 out after win condition being met.
Very strong games by both teams. Oh, Ward there showing get lots of value in that from our chases. All right, and that will be Mercy taking this match with 2-0. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.